Hello, I'm Dominic Pileggi with WOLF, and today we're going to review the installation instructions of WOLF PVC decking. In this video, you will learn important considerations before beginning to install your new WOLF PVC deck. We'll discuss the tools needed, as well as the types of fasteners used. Joist spacing will be overviewed, along with two typical install patterns. We'll discuss expansion and contraction, and provide you with an overview for installing stair trays. Finally, we'll cover care and maintenance of your new WOLF PVC deck. Before we begin, we have a few key considerations. First, be sure you're in compliance with all state and local building codes. Second, WOLF deck is not designed for structural applications. And third, be sure to allow a 2-inch space between the bottom of the joist and the ground for proper air circulation. The tools needed for installing WOLF PVC decking are comparable to installing wood or composite decking. An impact driver or drill is recommended. A self-feeding screw gun may also be used. Do not nail WOLF PVC deck boards. Be sure to use a saw capable of miter cuts with a fine-toothed carbide tip finish trim blade. Be sure to wear safety glasses at all times. Let's talk about joists. It's critical that all joists are level and crowned correctly because WOLF PVC deck boards will conform to the contour of your substructure. If you're using an existing support structure, ensure that all joists are level, structurally sound, with no nails or screws protruding. Your decks may be installed in a basic horizontal or diagonal pattern. Please refer to your installation guidelines for diagrams. Do not exceed 16-inch on-center spacing when installing planks perpendicular to your joist. Commercial applications and diagonal applications require a maximum of 12-inch on-center spacing. For best results, I recommend 12-inch on-center spacing for all deck applications to minimize deflection. Whenever end-to-end plank installation is required, be sure to set a double joist and fasten the end of each board for additional support. We're now ready to talk about expansion and contraction, which is important with PVC decking. You chose your PVC decking because of its outstanding stain, fade, and scratch resistance. But one important thing to keep in mind is PVC decking is going to move more with temperature changes than a composite. Therefore, when installing PVC decking, we recommend placing fasteners within a ½ inch of the end of the board. You may want to do so in order to minimize that expansion and contraction. Even with these fasteners in place, you will see these deck boards open up in colder temperatures. From a design aspect, one of the things that I recommend is to incorporate what I call a soldier board, or a board that's going to run perpendicular to your deck board. Rather than butting the boards end to end, you're going to butt one board on the side and the other board lengthwise. Expansion and contraction only occurs in the length, not the width of the board, so the visual effect is a reduced seam over time. WOLF PVC decking should be installed with 2 screws per board per joist to minimize expansion and contraction due to temperature changes. Always leave an 1/8 inch to a 1/4 inch gap between decking and any structure for expansion. Remember, there will be no side-to-side movement and small end-to-end movement. Proper ventilation will also minimize expansion and contraction. Boards must be fastened with 2 screws no more than a ½ inch from the end of each board, and you should fasten boards as soon as possible after cutting. In temperatures 50 degrees or higher, install deck boards tightly together at splice joints and miters. For temperatures below 50 degrees, allow a minimum of an 1/8 inch space between joints and miters to allow for expansion. Be sure to stagger miters and splices so that they don't all break on the same joist. The correct fasteners must be used to ensure the quality of your installation. Choose fasteners that are stainless steel and a minimum of number 7 by 2 1/4. Coastal applications will require a 3/16 stainless screw or better. Cortex, Camo, HIDfast, and Tiger Claw hidden fastening systems work well with WOLF PVC decking. For side-mount installations, use Cortex face screws or other positive fastening systems within a ½ inch of the end of each board. When installing WOLF PVC decking using HIDfast or Tiger Claw, always use a sacrificial board against the side of the deck board. Dock and pier installations may have special fastening specifications. Check local building codes. For best results, pre-drill holes when installing in temperatures at 40 degrees Fahrenheit or below. The Cortex hidden fastening system is available in 100 and 300 square foot boxes. In a co-branded WOLF Cortex box, you will find the fasteners, fits, and plugs available in all 6 of the WOLF PVC deck colors. The Cortex fastening system is simple and easy to use. There's no pre-drilling required. You're just going to use the combination of a specially designed screw, and bit to actually bore the hole and set the depth for the plug. I do recommend using an impact driver so you don't strip out the head of the screw. And now it's just a matter of inserting the plug into the hole. As a best practice, I like to line up the wood grain on the plug with the direction of the wood grain on the deck board. Even though the movement across the width of the board is minimal, we do require at least an 1/8 inch space between your deck boards for flow of debris and water to come off the deck. I just like to use a handy square that's going to give me an 1/8 inch space before I install my next deck board. The camo installation system consists of a camo tool, and the fasteners are available in both coated steel as well as stainless steel for marine applications. Since it is a hidden fastening system, the same screw works for all WOLF PVC deck colors. The camo system is an inexpensive and easy way to install WOLF PVC decking. The tool itself acts as a spacer as well as a jig where you're going to drop your screws in down on a 60-degree angle from either side. The handle acts as a spreader. When you pull the handle, it spreads the spacers so you can reach around the deck board. Once it's dropped into place, you're going to slide your deck board against the previously fastened board. Drop my screws in, one on either side. Key point here is to make sure that we're going to fasten towards the secured board first. The deck board does have a tendency to slide, so we want to make sure that it's sliding back into our preset spacer. Once we do that, we can come back from the other side and fasten the board. When constructing stair treads, be sure to refer to local and state building code requirements. Fasten boards using 2 screws per stringer per board. WOLF PVC decking, while very durable, must be maintained. Periodic washing of the product is recommended using normal household cleansers to remove dirt and debris. A household toilet bowl cleaner is recommended to remove rust stains. Never use rubber-backed items such as mats or tarps for extended periods, as these items may cause discoloration to the decking surface. Some chemicals in sunblock, insect repellent, and similar products can alter the surface of WOLF PVC decking. Check product labels and consult manufacturer for compatibility with plastics before use. Use only a plastic shovel for snow removal to avoid damaging your decking. Ice removal products containing calcium chloride may be used without damage to the decking surface. Clean up any white residue with normal household products you use to clean your deck. Excessive heat buildup from reflecting sunlight, especially reflected by low E glass, can potentially damage WOLF PVC decking. We recommend using screens and awnings to minimize this effect. Let's review. Prior to construction, check your local code regulations. WOLF PVC deck boards are not meant to be used for structural applications, supports, beams, or as a component of a railing system. For best results, space joist 12-inch on-center to minimize deflection. PVC decking is affected by temperature changes more than composite decking. Place fasteners within a 1/2 inch of the board's end and use 2 screws per joist to minimize expansion and contraction. Always leave an 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch gap between decking and any structure for expansion. Make sure to use the correct fasteners for your specific application. Periodic washing with normal household products is recommended to remove dirt and debris. Extended use of rubber-backed items such as mats or tarps may cause discoloration of the decking surface. Some chemicals in sunblock, insect repellent, and similar products can alter the surface of PVC decking. Check for compatibility with plastics before use. That concludes our review of the installation of WOLF PVC decking. For more information on WOLF products, please visit us on the web at wolfhomeproducts.com.